Yo guys, what's up? I'm gonna be watching the lowest MMR game that I've ever watched. This is Bronze 5 versus Bronze 3. 882 versus 726 MMR on W3 Champions. And I'm having a little bit of an extra spin on it. This is going to be my template for what to play immediately after in this very same video. So I'm gonna be copying one of their build orders. Maybe the best or the worst, I haven't decided yet. This is the lowest MMR game I've ever seen besides watching, I guess, my brother play Warcraft 3. And I'm curious to see what they're going to be cooking up. Giant Dwarfa was 600 MMR yesterday. And today he is 700 plus. And he's playing against Frankenstein. And he's 700 plus MMR. And here they are, pouring out their hearts in Warcraft 3 art. Now Giant Dwarfa went altar, barracks, waited, then made a burrow. So his altar is not going to be able to produce a hero immediately, I should think. And nor will his barracks. And his grunt is probably going to come out before his hero, and I wonder what he's going to be doing with a grunt that doesn't have a hero yet. Militia is scouting a red spot that cannot possibly spawn a player. There are no players in the bottom left on this map. It's always cross map. It's like, yes, the Overlord level 6, very good. At ease, soldier. Yes, it makes sense. I mean, I do the same thing in StarCraft Brood War. You know, in StarCraft Brood War, there are like fog of... Oh, he's not making a hero either. So his altar is done and his farm is done, but he's not using the altar. Giant Dwarfa is. His grunt is going to come out way before his hero, as predicted, but is then just going to stand around doing nothing. And Frankenstein, who is 100 MMR higher than Dwarfa, has not made a hero. So I'm thinking that's a Tavern Hero build. But if it's a Tavern Hero build, you can actually delay your altar. And that means you will have more lumber for other things more early. You don't need to make an altar immediately. You can wait 50 seconds if you're going Tavern Hero, and you get other things more quickly. You could go for a lumber mill. He also has a lot of gold. I think it's going to be a Tavern Hero, but he just doesn't make a second farm, and now he doesn't have... You have to cancel the peasant! No, you have to cancel the peasant! Oh, it's good. He lost the peasant. And the peasant killed the grunt that chased him down into the camp. Good. And because the peasant died... He's able to...
for the explanation, War Chief.
Hey, no props, credit. Because the peasant died, he was actually able to make the Tinker, because he accidentally made too many peasants at home, so he couldn't fit in a hero production. So I cannot possibly imagine a better trade. Had the grunt not chased the peasant, Frankenstein would still not have a hero, and the grunt would still be alive. He's gonna place a factory, isn't he? Please don't say rockets. Okay, it's a factory. It's gonna place a factory, harass peons. Meanwhile, Arcane Vault at home, 900 gold.
How you create new content at C3. Thanks, Grubby.
Thank you so much, Sangan. You too, Baggins and Cheesecake. Ooh, sounds good. Baggins and Cheesecake. So, Tinker harass, awesome. I'll let you guys vote at the end of this which one we're gonna be copying. Frankenstein has 1,000 gold and 300 wood, and then he techs. He's probably gonna buy something like a Boots, but I think he's gonna get purged again by the... Oh no, they're asleep now. Yeah, Boots. Boots, Periapt of Vitality and Staff of Teleportation. He just blew the entire bank, took a mortgage on his house just to afford this. Boots, Staff, Periapt. He's currently suffering a case of buyer's remorse, as he was paralyzed, thinking how is he going to be feeding his little clockwork goblins. Stood still there for 10 seconds, made a blacksmith. And so he's gonna make more towers. I'd love to see a lumber mill and then make them into guard towers. I don't think you need an overabundance of arcane towers against Blade Master and grunts. So Giant Dwarfa took one camp, purchased a circlet, is currently managing his peons and lost control of his army for a bit. And is constantly getting harassed, putting his gold peons in the burrows. So I think it's nice to say how you should actually handle this. put one peon from lumber in the burrow and put another peon from lumber in the other burrow. And then just leave one grunt at home and just keep creeping. You don't want to bring everything back. You don't want to idle your gold peons because gold is way more important than lumber. And don't believe me? Look at the resources. He's not getting any gold, but he has more lumber than he could possibly spend at tier 1. So this is a massive overreaction from Orc. And Frankenstein is being paid off for what is a pretty wonky, not very great strategy. As 2 of his peasants are stuck for a while. Behind another peasant that was mining. And he's gonna go again. He's gonna place the 3rd factory.
Grubflex, Grubby, Grubflex 2.
Yo, Trollimus, thank you for the sub, dude. Giant Dwarf finishes the creep camp. Finally started his tier 2. And is gonna find Tinker going to his base again. There's another factory. There's more idling on the gold mine. And just to give you an idea of how much effect it's having, this gold mine has 9,850. This gold mine, 9,110. So the difference is 740 gold and counting. 740 gold is the price of 4 grunts, almost.
Player's forces are under
So with a single hero, he did 4 grunts worth of damage. Now it's not true damage, of course. It didn't gain any experience, so in that sense it's not like 4 grunts. And eventually this gold mine will procure everything that it had. But I think we can all agree, both in real world finances and here in a game, that gold in the bank, like gold in your pocket now, is worth more than gold in 21 minutes from now still being there. I mean, occasionally it'll work out. You know, base trade situation, 1 versus 1 base, no expansions, you still have gold because you got harassed. But essentially, if you ever wonder whether that makes a big difference, well, it's like extracting 1000 gold extra right now. Would that be useful? Yes, it is. So extracting 800 less, it's basically the same as real damage. Because that final 800 gold in the mine is not a guarantee. You may not even get there. It kills the factory, it gives him enough experience to level up. Tinker is still without any experience at all. And Tinker is gonna go straight. Frankenstein is creating a monster. He's building double Griffin Aviary. He's already oh my god, I love this. He's already getting the, I believe, 2nd armor upgrade. Yep. I think that's it's the 1st or the 2nd armor upgrade. Maybe it's the 1st. For air units. It's gonna be mass griffins with armor upgrades. Meanwhile, the grunts also have an armor upgrade. 15% damage reduction in total. Double spirit tower. What? I don't know why I said spirit tower. Double watchtower. A bestiary and a spirit lodge. And of course, spirit lodge is not very good here, right? What a lodge gets you is quick dispel, but factory cannot be dispelled. And doctors with sentries, that would be pretty good. Against anyone doing 1 hero harass, I do like to get a witch doctor. But I don't think it's worth getting a lodge when the opponent doesn't have summons. It's better just to get 1 or 2 bestiaries, go tier 3, something like that. So this factory is in range of the watchtower, but the watchtower will switch automatic aggro to the clockwork goblins when you don't manually micro it. They're there about 80% of the time. So if the Tinker had been tanking the watchtower, it might still be alive, the factory, but as it stands, didn't really do anything. This is all just a big game to Frankenstein though. Block Rattle Trap does not require any real damage. Any damage he does to, you know, denied mining, it's just a massive bonus. Because he knows Griffin Riders are coming. You see, these are powerful flying creatures mounted by a dwarven hammer thrower. They can learn animal war training and Storm Hammer's ability. And it just so happens he's already getting that. Oh no! He got the black gunpowder upgrade. I'm happy to catch that one. That's for Rifleman. And Storm Hammer, as it turns out, does not use gunpowder to supercharge its damage. It's a hammer, therefore it is part of the swords upgrade. And I do like Witch Doctor against single hero harass. You know, I have beaten people with single hero harass before, Archmage, Bloodmage harass, even at pretty high level, and I've seen decent orcs lose to single hero harass human players, and I see them just under adapt. They just do the same army they always do. Generally, people are pretty bad at adapting because they don't have enough experience and they didn't really seriously sit down and think whether their standard habits are still the appropriate thing to get against widely deviant situations. So if someone has no footman, do you really need 5 grunts to stop their harass, right? Instead, it can be nice to spare a little extra change for a non-combat unit like Witch Doctor, because you've been given the leeway, the leniency, not to fully prepare for a full-scale war. In fact, the greatest damage that's being dealt to Giant Dwarfa is the damage he does to himself. Ironic, isn't it? Those that should help us the most sometimes hurt us the most, and it's so sad. And by having better reaction speed to Tinker Harass with Witch Doctor, you can more appropriately choose your follow-up units. Brute Strength, Shaman upgrade training is what Giant Dwarf got. So he's got 1 Doctor, placing a sentry out of range of seeing the gold mine, but at a pretty good place to check for the juncture of movement. And I think he has no vision, yeah. So I'd love this sentry to be here instead. Now he does not know when an expansion comes up here, but he has covered 2 major walkways. Not fully on board with 1 Witch Doctor into Shaman Adept training, because he doesn't have any Shamans. And this attack is usually to get information. He's not very strong right now, but he will get information about what his opponent is doing. He can kill Tinker. Oh my god! Oh my god! Frankenstein! 10 HP. Do you have Ensnare? Please say you have Ensnare.
A player's forces are under attack.
He has no Ensnare. He just made Raiders to attack. They have a lot of upgrades. 1 attack, 2 armor. Oh, he's staffing out! He's staffing out! Frankenstein with giant courage to staff out. Blade attacked once, but not a second time. You know, if this clause of attack was a gloves, or if the first hit was a crit, Tinker's dead. If he had Ensnare. Oh, he forgot Ensnare. That's just the thing of it, isn't it? You think you're ready, you got your Raiders, but he doesn't have the Ensnare ability. So, he's going to tech up now, and he's getting thorium melee weapons. Now, I love 2-2 upgrades on melee, but it is not really the right thing to get right now. Considering he's up against a mass gaggle of flying chickens with dwarves on top. Melee attack is the last thing you need. He needs fortified defenses to keep his burrow safe from a griffin raid. It's the first thing you want to do when you see enemy griffins. Immediately get fortified defenses. And then either prepare Headhunter, Raider, a Bat Rider combination. Maybe 1 Kodo, 2 Raiders with Ensnare, 4 Headhunters, and then maybe 1 Wyvern, and then you can make Mouse Bats. That's usually the response. Anything up to 4 Griffins can be dealt with a Raider, Headhunter, Kodo army. And then you want to transition to something more. Sell the bracers, it doesn't do anything. Sell it. Spell damage from Blade and Shadow is literally non-existent. He kept it. So he has Shaman with Lightning Shield, which is useless against Griffins. 2 attack upgrade, useless. He's now getting more Witch Doctors, which are useless against Griffins and Raiders. So what he wants is bats. But Frankenstein was not born yesterday. He was made yesterday. He has a lot of armor upgrades. 2 gunpowder upgrades for the currently non-existent riflemen, flying machines, siege engines, and mortar teams. And 2 armor upgrades for his riflemen, griffins, dragonhawks. I've done this before. I've made this mistake before in StarCraft 1. Getting vehicle upgrades while doing battlecruisers, or vice versa, ship weapons while doing Goliaths. Reading, as it turns out, is a super overpowered skill. So he does this attack without TP. He keeps his bone chimes, keeps the bracers. He's just gonna staff out and let his griffins to die. Tinker! Just like a Dota. Tinker just teleporting away. See ya, nerds. We've got some staffs here bringing the griffins down to the ground. Blade Master's the only big real damage dealer here. But I guess Raiders with double attack upgrade really ain't that bad. It does normal 100% damage to griffins. He is killing a whole bunch of them. It sure would be nice if Tinker was still here. Nonetheless, he still killed the entire Orcish army. The Tinker is literally AFK. Report. And he's just fully microing his heart out with griffins, and he realizes, oh my god, my team just won the fight without me. But the lightning orb has come out. He needs to use mirror image. There's no reason to be hit like this. Lightning orb is pretty cool. 30% chance. Oh, he switched targets to the griffin that was high. Okay. Meanwhile, Frankenstein has created an expansion. Had to fight my subconsciousness not to say a monster. Yeah, there we go. Magic immune. Now he's magic immune. Now Rune Braces makes even less sense than before. The heal wave was too late. That's it. That's it. He tried to give an item. He tried to give potion, but he's actually gonna die with the potion on the ground. It's yours now. Take it, Frankenstein. Look at this massive damage. Oh my god. Wow. Well, I'm gonna... Which one are we gonna copy, guys? The 2-2 upgraded Grandson Raiders? Or are we gonna copy the Tinker Griffin Rush? Humans should have lost? Realistically, they both should have lost. But I think that's a very comforting thought. The Tinker, yeah. Even when you should lose, there might be someone else on the other side that deserves to lose even more. And that is a very comforting thought. And I use that thought to hearken myself and to rally courage into my heart. Sometimes when I played competitions. Sometimes in competitions I thought, oh my god, everyone is so good. How can I win? But then I thought, hey, from another player's perspective, it's the same thing. Everyone is so good. It's impossible to win for anyone. But someone will, so it might as well be you. And that's why Frankenstein won, I think. Just go with a plan. Doesn't matter what it is. Right? And just commit. Dedicate. I see bronze players winning when they commit hard to a strategy. And now I'm gonna commit hard to Tinker Griffins. I'm against random, doesn't matter. So do I have to follow his build order in entirety? Like altar first? I don't think so. I'm gonna show you a little bit better version of it, okay? It's the teching at 1,800 gold and 350 lumber that rubs me the wrong way a little bit. I think that's overdoing it. Let's improve it. We could delay our altar. We could get the earlier lumber mill. And you know what? Maybe Frankenstein ends up watching my commentary of his game and is gonna adopt this build order. And he's gonna be even scarier. We make the idea work. Yeah, we don't have to, in detail, copy every aspect of it. So it's farm into altar. Gonna make a arcane tower. Tinker harass into griffins. I'm also not going to get gunpowder upgrades. I understand the concept. I don't think it was a rifleman preparation switch. I think he just got the wrong upgrades. And then we're gonna rush to tier 3, get our upgrades. We are gonna buy the Periopto Vitality and the Staff of Teleportation. That is now canon. That is... That's the real thing.
More lumber is required.
How can people know about W3 champions yet be that bad? Astonishing. Hey, we don't need to insult anyone's level here. That's not what this is about, Fnafson. W3 champions is very easy to install. Just saying. Hey. It's just awesome that anyone, it doesn't matter if they have 15 years of experience,
Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Yes, me
or
lord.
if they just started yesterday.
Yes, me
We're not
lord.
gonna shame people for their level. That kind of gatekeeping is pretty unhealthy. And like, yeah, they're not very good, it's true, but it's not here to mock them. I think it's awesome that they went to install Dub Champions. You don't need to be good to play on it.
Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. What is it? What?
And they're having fun, that's what matters.
Oh, word.
All parts accounted for.
Off I go then. Yes, me lord. All right. What?
Gonna tech up.
Word.
I'm all geared up.
I'm all geared up.
What you got? Engine's running.
I think I want to have a guard tower as well.
Yes, me lord.
Make a farm here.
Yes, me lord. Off I go
I'm all
then.
geared up. What you got?
What you got?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I'm on top of it. There. All systems go.
I'm not gonna be able to idle their workers.
What you got?
What? Right.
I'm all geared up. The engine's running.
Job done.
You're terminated.
Maybe his lumber peasants.
All forces are under attack.
Oh, word. What is it?
I'm all geared up. What you got?
Cancel the moonwell.
C3
Oh, word.
content
Job
less than
done.
3.
Yes, me
I'm
lord.
all geared up.
Hey, thanks, Dragon Blue.
Roll out. What you got? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
The engine's running.
Soon it's time for the Staff of Teleport Boots stratagem. I actually overspent resources a bit.
I'm all geared up. What you got? All systems go.
So I don't have money for the staff boots.
I'm all geared up.
I was
What you got?
making
What is it?
too many
What?
efficient
All systems
farms
go.
in preparation
Engine's
of
running. Let's roll out.
staff boots parry up. That's like 800 gold.
All systems go. What you got? I'm all geared up.
Even made a guard tower to be safe.
Upgrade.
Let's roll out.
But he did sell TP later, so I could sell it now and I think I'll have enough.
Yeah,
Job done.
baby.
Yep.
What you got? I'm on top of it.
Actually perfect.
All systems go. Let's roll out. Yeah, baby. I'm all geared up.
Me lord.
The engine's running. I can handle that.
Warcraft is really hard. I tried to play some PvP, always felt unable to do anything right. Yeah, it is very hard. And people that have been playing for a long time forget
I'm all
that.
geared up. I can handle
People that have played any game for a long time forget that it's hard.
The engine's running. What you got?
That's why I don't like shaming people for their level.
The engine's running.
At least not anymore. I used to love it. Made me feel good about
All
myself.
systems go.
It was funny to laugh at how bad people were.
I'm all geared up.
But yeah, I'm trying not to do it anymore. I grow up.
What you got? I'm on top of it. The engine's
I almost got in trouble once because this guy blew up his wisp once.
All systems go.
On my Farseer, I was summoning two wolves, and so this is back when wolves had 200 lives, so they were getting one shot by a wisp with detonate. So it was so OP. If you played Farseer, which was meta against Night Elf, you would summon wolves, they would just put a wisp next to you, instant detonate, and they get,
All systems
back then it was 30 XP per wolf,
I'm all geared
so they
up.
got a lot of, I need to play a factory, and there we go. Okay, so they would,
Let's roll out.
did he block me in? Okay, that's okay.
Let's roll out.
They would do a detonate, and I quickly moved my wolves, and he missed both, and he missed my Farseer. So he just detonated a full wisp for no reason, right? And so I just wrote lol. I wrote lol because he was bad, and I was good, and I was better than him, and I thought that was funny, and I wanted to taunt him. I was like 18 years old, or 7. No, I was 17.
What you got? Engine's
So I wrote
running.
lol.
Let's roll out.
And
Yeah.
his friend later at a LAN event,
I'm all geared
the
up.
guy's name is Segal, Greek guy, his real life friend.
I'm on top of it. I'm all geared up.
He was sharing a room with me at my first international LAN tournament, ESWC. And he came out of the shower.
I'm on
There was
top
4 people to a room. Back then, they just put
of it. You're terminated.
contestants of an esports competition all in the same room. They didn't care. Later on, it's like 1 person per room, right? Or maybe 2 if it's budget, extremely shoestring budget. But back then, it was just like 4 people to 1 room, and we're not gonna tell them. So you get to the LAN, there's like 4 people in 1 room. I was there, I was third to arrive. There were 2 people there. One guy was sitting on the bed. He said, pick whichever bed is still free. There's still one other guy coming after me. Segal comes out of the shower, nothing but a towel wrapped around his waist.
What you got?
He's shorter than me, but significantly more,
Yeah, baby.
let's say, Greek body than me.
What you got?
and he puts on his most menacing face and says, "Are you Grubby? You the one that laughed when my friend
Systems go.
detonated and missed his wisp?" Then for a few seconds he let the tension hang in the air,
I'm all geared up.
and then he broke out in a smile. He said it's okay.
Let's roll out.
But I thought he was gonna fight me. I was like, oh, so it's true. People do fight when they meet in real life after
What you got?
arguing in games.
On top of it. I'm all geared up.
But it is not true. See you at LAN was such a common flame back then, by the way.
Systems go.
I remember
Engines running.
back then when people had arguments, you would say see you at LAN, either to like fight or to, well, to beat you at LAN with no ping. I don't know how people meant it.
I'm all geared up.
Yes, me lord, if you want.
Engines running. All systems
Oh yeah, see you at LAN.
on top. Under siege. What you got? Engines running. It's summertime.
It's hammer time.
Engines running. What you
What
got?
is it? More work?
I'm all
More
geared up.
work?
All systems go.
I'll do what I take.
What you got? Oh, engines running.
What? Yes, me lord. Off I
All
go then.
systems go.
Yes, me lord.
is under
All geared up.
Oh, he's straight up just killing it, huh?
All systems go. I'm all
I'm not
geared
gonna keep
up.
pendant of energy. I need my money.
Let's roll out.
I need that money.
Yeah,
I'll do what I take.
I can handle that. Engines
I
running.
do what I take. Ugh.
All right. More work? Yes, me lord.
All systems go. I'm all geared up. Yeah.
Could you make a video on how removing Town Portal would impact the game? Nah,
What is
it sucks. Town Portal is one of the most important inventions in an RTS. I think every RTS should have Town Portal. I think Mothership Core should still be a thing in StarCraft.
All systems
The absence of Town Portal or the ability to escape from combat makes people turtle AF. Why does he have two Hunter's Halt?
geared up. Engines running.
It makes people turtle. If you get punished by superior catch and speed,
All systems
if
go.
ever you leave your base, then you stop leaving your base. You start turtling.
All geared up.
I don't think that's good gameplay.
What? Yes, me lord.
You cannot get in.
More work?
You do not have the right. Oh, you do not have the. Oh, it's an illusion.
All systems go. I'm all geared up. Engines running. Engines running. I can handle that. All systems go.
You're the boss.
All geared up. All systems go.
Remember, leave your griffins.
Let's roll out. I'm on top of it. I'm all geared up.
What?
Engines running.
You can count on me.
Leave your griffins with Tinker.
Death comes
Yes,
for
me
you.
lord. Off I go then. Right then. Yes, me lord. All right.
What you got? Engines running.
I need to switch to Dragonhawks.
I'll do what I take.
What is it?
I'm all geared up. All systems go.
Right then. All right. Yes, me lord. I guess I can. That's it.
All systems go.
All work?
I'm all geared up.
What is it? I can't do it then. Off I go then.
What you got?
I'll do what I take.
Engines running.
New problem.
All systems
You
go.
can count on me.
I'm all geared up.
I don't have storm hammers.
Engines running. What you got?
All work?
I'll do what I
All
take.
systems go. I'm all geared up. Engines running. I'm on
Let's go
top.
creep.
I'm all geared up.
Yes, me lord.
Split up,
What is it?
commando
Off I
style.
go then.
What you got?
These peasants will buy me time to take a couple of cabs.
Engines running. What is it? All systems go. Engines running. All systems go.
Glory to the Blood Elves. He did catch each one, so good job by him.
All systems go.
Does not have an expansion, which is how we like to see it.
What you got? What you got? I'm all geared up. Yeah, baby. Let's roll out. What is it?
Could do a little run by in his base. He actually made a bear.
Yeah, baby. All systems go.
We'll split off Hawks.
I'm all geared
Of course,
up.
Hawks are
What you got?
not so good against bear compared to Griffins, but I need these Griffins.
I can handle that.
Must we fly?
All systems go. Engines running.
Need them for creeping.
I'm all geared up. All systems go.
My powers.
What you got? Engines running. I'm on top of it. Let's roll out.
What is it?
Ready to work.
I'm all geared up. I can handle that. All
I think
systems go.
realistically, he probably already
All work?
crept his Mercan.
Be quick.
I should have checked his items, but
The engine's running.
I'll do what I can.
okay.
I'm all geared up.
Our forces are under attack.
All systems go. What you got? On top.
Oh yeah,
Already.
another petty up to vitality.
Yeah, baby.
It's the Frankenstein
Let's
special.
roll out.
Frankenstein.
Engine's running. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
All systems go.
Prepare.
That's his favorite item.
I'm all geared up. All systems go. I'm on top of it.
What is it?
What is
I
it?
fly.
I'm all
We need
geared
second attack upgrade.
up. I can handle that.
Job's done. Forces are under attack.
Engine's running.
Ow.
Strike. Where must we fly? Where must we fly?
Meanwhile,
What you got? Hold up. I'm all geared up.
Be quick, human.
Engine's
so
running.
his panda is just living his best life, yeah?
Yeah, baby. I can handle that. Hey-ya! I'm on top of it. Let's roll out.
Where must we
What you
fly?
got? Yeah, baby.
Is he getting surrounded by clockworks? Yeah.
Engine's running. I can handle that.
I've never done a clockwork surround
On top
before.
of it.
Be quick, human. Sky.
I'm all geared up. All geared up.
They shall all burn.
They should all burn.
Engine's running.
Where must we fly?
Dude, his panda does not give a damn.
What?
Chen is not
My power.
defending base at all.
What you got? Let's roll out.
Let's roll out.
Prepare to fly. Clear. the
I'm
sky.
all geared up. Engine's running. Let's roll out. Yeah, baby. I can handle that. I'm on top.
What is it?
All systems go. I can handle
He's
that.
been creeping them up, man. He crept the north side.
Fly.
He actually built a base that is not good against air. See, he keeps having to walk around. He actually has one wisp in gold right now.
The sky is mine.
What you got? I'm on top of it.
What is it? Strike.
I'm all geared up. Let's roll out.
I fly.
All systems go.
This must be annoying.
What you got? Yeah.
Our forces are under attack.
Engine's running. I'm all geared up.
Town
I can handle
under
that.
siege.
I'm on top of it.
My powers.
I'm all geared up.
Fly.
What you got?
Our forces are under attack.
Where must we fly?
Engine's running. Let's roll out.
Clear the sky.
All systems go. Hey-ya!
Forces are under attack.
What you got? I'm all geared up. All systems go. Engine's running.
Where must we fly?
I'm all geared up. Engine's running. All systems go.
Dude, the clockwork goblins are shredding.
Under attack.
What you got? I'm all geared up.
I think he's kind of ignoring how good they are.
Yeah. Let's roll out. All systems go.
He needs to kill that factory. Oh my god, this strategy is amazing.
I'm all geared up.
We have created a monster.
Quick, human. Sky.
I recommend this to everybody.
Go. It's hammer time.
Nice. New meta. Cool. Let's do it again.